accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge. We thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Mikasuki Casino and Resort online at mikasuki.com.
ADT is the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins. ADT knows every second counts, especially in baseball. 1 second you're down, the next you're on top again. 1 second the bases are loaded, the next everyone's home safe. And when it comes to your home, 1 second you feel safe, and the next something goes wrong. But with ADT's 24/7 professional monitoring, you still do. When every second counts, count on ADT. Visit ADT.com/Marlins or call 800-750-0647 today. For license information, visit ADT.com.
Step up to the plate with Terminix, the leader in pest protection for almost 100 years. We don't just hit home runs against termites. Since 1927, Terminix has defended homes and businesses nationwide from all kinds of pest curveballs. Trust Terminix to protect what matters most. Visit Terminix.com/Marlins to learn more. Because no one strikes out termites and pests like Terminix.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Thanks for listening to Miami Marlins Baseball. Marlins Baseball is brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins. And Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. With the 10th Inning Show, here's the voice of the Marlins, Jack McMullen.
Well, the Marlins fall to the Philadelphia Phillies 11-1 on Wednesday night in a ball game in which the Phillies hit a franchise record 8 homers. It was bombs away for Philadelphia on Wednesday, and they got a heck of a start from the former Fish, Jesus Luzardo. Jack McMullen here guiding you through the 10th inning show. A lot needs to go right for the Marlins now. Obviously, the New York Mets cannot win another baseball game. The Arizona Diamondbacks cannot win another baseball game. And the Cincinnati Reds cannot win more than one more baseball game. So it is a tough scenario, but obviously the Marlins, they are not mathematically eliminated as we sit here and chat now, but they could be by tomorrow morning. And this was a tough one. Ryan Weathers got the ball today. Weathers looked good through the front couple of hitters here. Really the front turn through the order. He got clipped in the third inning by the 2-hitting Kyle Schwarber, and after that, the home runs really started to come in droves. Ryan Weathers, the line on the Marlins starter, 4 2/3 of 5-run baseball. But the homers, 2 from Schwarber, numbers 55 and 56 on his season. He is 2 shy of the major league leading Cal Raleigh. He's also 2 shy of Ryan Howard's 58 in his MVP season in 2006. That is the Philly franchise record. He also had a 3-homer day from Edmundo Sosa. In his first 85 games this year, this guy had 7 homers. Sosa now has 10 homers on the year. He nearly gave you half his home run total in a single game, and it was his first game off the IL. He was dealing with a groin issue. Bryson Stott also went yard. Alec Boehm also homered, and Otto Kemp hit a 2-run homer as well. For the Phillies, Jesus Luzardo was amazing. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 unearned run, so no earned runs against him across 7 frames, 10 punch-outs, and no walks. In his final start of the regular season, he lowers the ERA on the year to 3.92. He also gets win number 15. Luzardo was outstanding opposite his former rotation mate and good friend Ryan Weathers. And, of course, he got the help from the franchise record 8 homers tonight, including 4 in the 7th inning. So the Marlins do fall. When we come back, we'll play the highlights here. 10th inning show continues next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Again, the infield in for Texas. And the 2-2. That one lifted down the left field line and deep. You got Langford working back at the wall. It slams off the top of the wall. He fires it into second. Otto slides into second base, and he's got an RBI double. He plates Xavier Edwards from third, and Otto, situational excellence, strikes again. RBI number 77 for Lopez on double number 20. And the Marlins open scoring. It's 1-0 Fish, and the top of the fourth is on the way. And that one guided out to left field, falling quickly. Langford slides. He tried smothering it. He trapped it with his glove, but he can't get up and fire it back in. Otto up on contact, comes in to score from second base. That is an RBI single for Heriberto Hernandez and a 2-spot for the Marlins here in the top of the fourth in right field. 1-0 pitch. Norby drills high in the sky out to left. Osuna is back at the track. He leaps, and that one is gone. And the 1-2. Ramirez smokes that. That is a fair ball down the third baseline. Past the dive of Young. Langford goes to fish it out in the corner, and Marcy can jog home from second base. Agustin Ramirez make it a dozen in terms of the hitting streak, and it's an RBI double. 3-0 Marlins in the top of the fifth. Whole win. First pitch to Navarreto. He lifts that out to straightaway center. That is plenty deep enough to plate Pauly. Back to the edge of the track. Hellman makes the grab, but Brian Navarreto does his job. Graham comes in from third. It's a sacrifice fly, and there's that insurance. It's 4-2 Marlins in the top of the seventh.
The deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit TremfyaRadio.com.
Hey, this is Clayton McCullough here, and you're listening to the 10th Inning Show on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, the Marlins fall to the Philadelphia Phillies 11-1 on Wednesday night. Philly hit a franchise record 8 homers in this one. We're going to play the highlights. It's a lot of Philly homers, but we do want to start with a Marlins run because they did open scoring in the top of the second. It was a matchup between Jesus Luzardo and Ryan Weathers, old friends and rotation mates. Eric Wagaman has been a killer for Jesus Luzardo all year long, and he opened scoring in the top of the second. 3-2. That one hammered out to left field on a line. Gets down on a hop in front of Weston Wilson. They're going to wave Norby, and the throw goes to second base. Norby comes in to score without a throw, and it's an RBI knock for Wagatak. This guy's 4 for 9 against Luzardo this year, and he gets the fish on the board with a screamer of a single. It's 1-0 Marlins at the top of the second. But the Phillies got on the board in the bottom of the third. First of many long balls. This one from Kyle Schwarber. 3-2. Schwarber hits one high in the air, out to center field and deep. Marcy is back onto the track at the wall, and it's gone. Marcy looks like he got tripped up a little bit by the track in straightaway central. It just snuck over the wall, and that is home run number 55 on the year for Kyle Schwarber. This guy is having an utterly ridiculous power season. He's now 3 shy of Ryan Howard's franchise record, 58. And he ties this game at a run apiece here in the bottom of the third. And with a leadoff shot in the seventh at 117 off the bat and 468 feet out of the second deck and right, Kyle Schwarber cut that to 2 shy of Ryan Howard's franchise record. Next one we want to play for you. First of several here from Edmundo Sosa. This was in the fourth.
Well, you won't be facing Mike Trout, but
0-1, Edmundo Sosa hammers out to left center field. Marcy is back at the wall. That just sneaks over. It is gone. Edmundo Sosa in his first game back from the injured list. Front seems fine. He pumps the ball out to left center, right towards Monty's angle here in Philly. And that's 2 solo shots against Weathers in the third and fourth. It's 2-1 Philly. 2 hitters later, Bryson Stott, who has been a Marlin killer this year and over the course of his career, he got him on the board again. First pitch to Bryson Stott. That one smashed high in the air, right center field. There's no doubt about it. Right into the Marlins bullpen. Beyond that jutted out seating in right center here in Philadelphia. And Bryson Stott clubs the second homer of the inning and the third of the ball game. 3 solo shots have Philly up 3-1 at the bottom of the fourth. In the fifth inning, 2 guys reached with 2 men gone. That chased Ryan Weathers from the ballgame. Lakebacher came on trying to keep the deficit at 3-1. Unfortunately, Edmundo Sosa struck again. Full control. That one smashed high in the air out to left. Sinoha looking up. That thing is gone. Wow. Edmundo Sosa is the fill-in shortstop for the injured Trey Turner right now. And in his first game off the IL, he has a multi-homer day. Phillies are hunting down a first-round bye, and they're trying to get it tonight. Homer Fest, a 3-run blast off of Bacher, and it's 6-1 Phils in the bottom of the 5th. For the sake of everybody's well-being, we'll skip the Schwarber homer again. We'll skip the Bohm homer and the Otto Kemp homer. We'll just play you Edmundo Sosa's 3rd homer of the night. 2-2. That one golfed down the left field line. That might be a heat-seeking missile. Yes, it is. Edmundo Sosa has a 3-homer game. Although the third base umpire, Vic Carapazza, is saying that maybe a fan interfered with that baseball. Did they reach over? That is a ground rule double for Sosa. Never mind. Everybody in the ballpark thought that left the yard. He went down to golf that thing down the left field line. Another close-up look at this. A fan reached over the railing and clearly interfered. So it looked like a fan reached over the railing, but not the case. There's a flower bed in between the edge of the wall and a railing there, and the fan was trying to save it from the flower bed. So it was a homer and a 3-homer day for Edmundo Sosa. This ball game finished with Javier Sinoja throwing the bottom of the 8th inning, and at the top of the 9th, the Marlins did get a leadoff single, but they went down 1-2-3 after that, and that was how this one finished. Pitch is lifted out to left field, shallow. Marsh is working in. He gets to the spot, reaches up, and it makes the catch. And that is the ball game. A lot needs to go right for the Marlins tonight, but unfortunately they fall. A franchise record, 8 home runs for the Philadelphia Phillies propel them to a win. 11-1, the final score on Wednesday. The Phillies get the win over the Fish. Oh, that's how this one sounded. When we come back, you'll hear from the skipper, Clayton McCullough. 10th Inning Show continues next on the Marlins Radio Network.
And especially with a guy that could spot.
3-1 to Conan. He smacks high in the air, out to right and deep. Kepler is back. He's looking up, and that is gone. His first game in 5 months. Welcome back, Griff. Fish on the board. Home run number 2 on the year for Conine, and man, does that one have to taste oh so sweet. Robertson set at the letters. Here's 1-2. Is lifted out to left center field. That's in for a base hit. You got Otto around second. He heads to third, and Liam Hicks has a pinch hit single. The Marlins have the tying run on base. Now Otto breaks for the plate as that throw got away, and Otto with a head first dive is in. Duran's 0-2 is launched high in the air out to left. Marsh is back at the track, at the wall. It is gone. We are tied at 3. Heriberto Hernandez takes the defibrillator to the Miami Marlins. And with one away, Kirkring fires. And that one a flare into right. That's in for a base hit. The run will come in to score, and the right fielder Kepler will toss it in. Troy, he jogs, goes first to third. That is an RBI knock for Liam Hicks. Fish get the run across in the top of the 10th. It's 4-3. 1-2. That one a roller left side of the infield. Bohm plucks it. Glove toss to second for 1, and there's no throw to first base. So Troy does come in to score, and that is that all-important second run.
Plate.
0-1. That one line into right center field. That will not get down. Castellanos slides to make the grab, but that does plate Norby from third. So a sacrifice fly is the run. All right, 10th Inning Show continues. Marlins fell 11-1 to the Philadelphia Phillies. It was a franchise record, 8 home runs by the Phillies tonight. Let's hear from the skipper, Clayton McCullough, after tonight's loss.
Clayton, how did Luzardo tonight slow down the offense?
I mean, he's really tough. I mean, with the type of velocity he has and the explosiveness of his fastball, the changeup behind it, and also the ability to spin the ball. I mean, you strike out over 200 people during the season. That's, it's not by accident. So he threw, a really nice game. We just weren't able. We had some early on, pretty good at bats, even with the strikeouts. The pitch count was getting up there, and then, he was just kind of settled in, and we weren't able to really mount, a whole lot of a threat and stress him out with some traffic. And so he pitched a great game.
How do you evaluate Ryan's start tonight?
I thought Ryan was, did a nice job. I mean, he was like 60 of 88, strikes, and, hit a few homers. But I mean, he was, thought his stuff looked good. And again, he was, I know it was like, unfortunate there how things finished for him, but he got to a pitch count there in the fifth where I was not comfortable continuing with him on there. That was just going to be it for tonight, going in. But I thought Ryan, to come back, and again, tonight does nothing for me. Like however the line looks to diminish like what we know Ryan is capable of, right? I mean, this guy has, he's shown premium stuff, and he's a great competitor. And I thought for the most part tonight, he threw the ball well and was able to, get through some long first couple of innings and kind of settle things in there and almost get through 5.
How excited are you for, I guess, him to have a full season next year? Obviously, I know he wanted to post more.
Yeah, I think we all are. I think that's it with Ryan. That some of the unfortunate, somewhat kind of fluky things that have happened to him the last couple of years have stalled a little bit of just his time being able to get onto the mound. So great to have him come back and be healthy. Making this start here, and we'll count on him big time. Moving forward, and I know that's. He and us are both looking forward to the same thing as having him for 25, 30 some odd starts in a season, because he'll put together a really fantastic year.
Is the lineup without Harper and Turner just what they're still capable of, this Phillies team?
Yeah, it's a good offense, and it is, and they they can hit homers and they work at bats, and they have guys who are good versus left. They have guys they can bring in under good versus right. It's a very well balanced lineup, and certainly the type of year that Schwarber has had, and he's always a threat. But they have a good offense and a good team, and this is they're capable of nights like this throughout the course of the season, and tonight was one of those.
When the game was still relatively close and Marcy trying to steal third, just okay with that decision, or he's already in scoring position? How do you sort of evaluate that play?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I think at that point is the fifth inning. Maybe we have 13, 14 outs still to play with. We're down a couple runs, and take a chance to get there, and potential for an out to turn into a run and cut the lead in half. And I'll continue to encourage Jacob and the others to be aggressive. And this is more going to be on, when you look back on it, whether you're safe or out, don't let the result of the play now be what dictates right or wrong. What were you going off of? What were your keys? What was your jump like? And if you check those boxes, even sometimes players in the big leagues are good. And if you don't get the jump maybe that you felt you should have gotten, that's what you're evaluating yourself on, more than just a result of being out or safe.
And just having Beoso go back-to-back nights and just kind of how he looked out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's not something we've asked Valente to do very much. It's just, this time of year, and guys are willing to, be ready for what's required. And so, I think a couple of them really weren't that bad at pitches that ended up just kind of getting out. And that's the nature of pitching here and in some other places. So Beoso took the ball and, went out there, and tonight just didn't work out for him.
That was Clayton McCullough after this one, and Clayton did mention Ryan Weathers. He thought that Ryan was okay today. Obviously, Ryan Weathers holds himself to a very, very high standard. Also just mentioned Valente Beoso at the end. Valente has kind of been that mop-up guy this year. He's fit a variety of different roles. Unfortunately, was tagged for those 4 homers in the 7th inning, and a franchise record 8 homers hit by the Phillies tonight. It was an 11-1 loss for the Marlins. Ryan Weathers, again, that high standard. Let's hear from Ryan after his start today.
Ryan, what comes to mind when you think about your start tonight?
It's probably the worst I've felt after an outing. Just sucks. This feeling's horrible. The guys have battled their tails off, and for me not to go out there and give a good start, this sucks.
What was off about tonight?
Just giving up homers. Gave up 2 homers on pitches, middle. The Sosa homers, whatever. Good pitch, good swing. This feeling it sucks.
I'm just curious, you missed time, obviously, this year, last year as well. The guy on the mound, very well, Zeus. He missed a lot of time last year. Is there anything you take away from how great, he's able to bounce back this year for you, maybe going forward next year?
The stat line's tough tonight. If I don't give up homers, I feel like I threw the ball really well. I was in the zone, got a lot of swings and misses. We're punching guys out, but I gotta avoid giving up. I gotta avoid, especially here, giving up fly balls. This is a ballpark that plays a little bit smaller, And a couple of homers didn't matter if the ballpark was small or big. They're, hit hard. But I've got to keep the ball on the ground. The stuff's there. This feeling that I have right now after the game has just been probably one of the most brutal feelings I've had, in my career. Just to not be able to go out there and get a win for the guys.
How quickly do you think you'd be able to flush it?
Hopefully the boys keep going and we get to game 162 and have something riding on it. And I hope he sticks me in the bullpen. This feeling just is terrible.
What about just big picture, though? Like I was saying, like Luzardo missed a lot of time last year, and he became one of the better pitchers in the NL. Have you guys still keep in touch? Is that something you've talked about, or just something you could look at him as an example, as a springboard for, hey, what I could expect or try to accomplish next year?
Zeus is one of my, best friends I've had in baseball. I've loved seeing his success, and obviously I would love to have half of his success, But, he's a great competitor and an awesome teammate, awesome guy. Sucks that he got the win tonight. But just got to take this game as a building block. I don't want to feel this way again after a game. It's a little different. I've pitched where I don't have the stuff, and that was why I got hit. It really stinks when you have the stuff and you come out of the game feeling like this because of pitches where you didn't hit your spot, and a team like this is going to make you pay for it.
If you're not able to come out of the bullpen by season's end, just what are things you need to start focusing on, working on over the off season, like goals?
I think just sharpen up location. The stuff's there. My body feels great. My arm feels great. You guys get a little bit stronger. But other than that, just work on location. Like I said, I feel like I have the stuff to compete really well at this level. Now it's just about execution.
They've had some weird injuries, honestly, the last couple of years here. What do you take from at least this year?
When I've been healthy, I feel like I've thrown the ball really well. I battled my tail off to get back this year, and for myself, made me feel good about myself that I grinded to get back. I think just this sour taste in my mouth right now is just from wanting to win for the guys. This feeling's just pretty brutal.
All right, that was Ryan Weathers after this start. Very candid and honest Ryan Weathers. Again, the Fish fall 11-1 to the Phillies in Philadelphia. We will step aside. When we come back, 10th Inning Show concludes next on the Marlins Radio Network.
And especially with a guy that could spot.
3-1 to Conan. He smacks high in the air, out to right and deep. Kepler is back. He's looking up, and that is gone. His first game in 5 months. Welcome back, Griff. Fish on the board. Home run number 2 on the year for Conine, and man, does that one have to taste oh so sweet. Robertson set at the letters. Here's 1-2. Is lifted out to left center field. That's in for a base hit. You got Otto around second. He heads to third, and Liam Hicks has a pinch hit single. The Marlins have the tying run on base. Now Otto breaks for the plate as that throw got away, and Otto with a head first dive is in. Duran's 0-2 is launched high in the air out to left. Marsh is back at the track, at the wall. It is gone. We are tied at 3. Heriberto Hernandez takes the defibrillator to the Miami Marlins. And with one away, Kirkring fires. And that one a flare into right. That's in for a base hit. The run will come in to score, and the right fielder Kepler will toss it in. Troy, he jogs, goes first to third. That is an RBI knock for Liam Hicks. Fish get the run across in the top of the 10th. It's 4-3. 1-2. That one a roller left side of the infield. Bohm plucks it. Glove toss to second for 1, and there's no throw to first base. So Troy does come in to score, and that is that all-important second run.
Plate.
0-1. That one lined into right center field. That will not get down. Castellanos slides to make the grab, but that does plate Norby from third. So a sacrifice fly is the run.
All right, 10th Inning Show is wrapping up here. Marlins fall 11-1 to the Philadelphia Phillies. Fish will look to try and win the series tomorrow night in Philadelphia. It is a 6:05 first pitch. Jansen Junk gets the ball against Walker Buehler. Junk is 6-3 with a 4.27 ERA. Buehler 9-7 with a 5.13 ERA. This will be his third appearance with the Philadelphia Phillies. Again, 6:05 first pitch. Steven Strom hits the air at 5:30 with Marlins on deck. Huge thank you to Ahmed Jordan. Like he always has this season, been stellar in studio as our producer engineer. For Steven Strom, for Gabby Sanchez, I'm Jack McMullen saying so long from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. And this has been a presentation of Miami Marlins baseball on the Marlins Radio Network.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeart